Before I get absolutely lambasted in chat, I just want to reiterate I was very, very sick. This was my first day back from the hospital during this interview, and I definitely messed up like a lot of shit. I messed up like a lot of shit, but it was still worth putting out because it was a great interview. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, don't fucking make fun of me too hard.
Can you say something? Somehow I don't hear you.
Your No, I don't
Say again?
understand. Oh, there you go. Now I can hear you. What's
Oh,
up?
yeah, no.
Now it finally comes through. All right, yeah.
Okay.
So I think it's probably just about 10 minutes, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So what's up, guys? This is No Chill MMA. I am joined by Moreno Kacapor. Now obviously, main thing I want to talk about was your last fight because I thought that was, I mean, I kind of thought that was a bullshit call. I thought that you won the fight. It was very disheartening because I've been watching you for a while, seeing the fight go to what's his name? Kurs
Cousin?
yeah, Kasim. I didn't. I thought Kasim. I think Kasim won maybe round five. Did you, at the end of the fight, did you think that you did enough to win that?
Yes, I did because for me, in my opinion, I was thinking to work all the time. So I was in the plus if it comes to doing enough for the fight. I knew that I didn't put myself in a good position when I was on the cage and everything. But I thought about if I do damage the whole time because I was always punching or trying to punch. That's for me. That was enough to win the fight because I was waiting for him to do a bigger action, like a bigger move, so I can counter that. But he was just laying on me and holding himself there. And yeah, for me, it was like, okay, I don't want to waste energy to try to get him off me and just do damage with my elbows or with punches, with knees and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I should have won that. I was like, okay, maybe they gave him the first two rounds, but the third round, the fourth round, and the fifth round, I was like, I won that one for sure. Even the first round, I was like, I thought it was close, but you could have given him that. I was not, for me, the first one was like 50-50. But I was like, okay, the second one I gave him because he hit me really good. I didn't show it, but he rocked me there. And I was like, okay, I give him the second round for sure. But the other rounds, he was not doing nothing. And at the beginning, because after the lose, I was like thinking like crazy, like what happened? What was the main thing that they was looking for? I
Yep.
was like, maybe it was the cage control. And I was like, okay, so I have to watch the video to see how the cage control looked. Maybe it looked impressive, so it looked like I couldn't get away. And that's why they gave him the fight. But when I watched the fight, it
Yeah.
was like he was just laying there and it didn't look like nothing. I was like,
No, and
how
it's
the hell did you win
damage-based
that?
scoring, right? It's supposed to be damage-based scoring, right? So the
Yeah,
person that it was reminding me a little bit of Aldo and Mario Batista, if you watch that fight. He held you up against the fence, but he didn't do anything with it. He
yeah.
didn't do anything with it. And so what does it feel like as a fighter? Because I've never asked a fighter this before, actually being in there and getting robbed by the judges. What is that like? Because even the commentators were going, I was rewatching that fight earlier. The commentators were going, oh, his corner, Kristal's corner was, yelling, overreacting. I hope it doesn't sway the judges. What do you think? Even they were pretty much alluding to, that it shouldn't go to him. They were alluding to, that you were the proper winner of that fight. What were you thinking when you heard the judges' scorecards?
That's the problem. I didn't hear the judges' scorecards. It just said, and the winner is. It was unanimous, and that was like the most for me the most controversial thing because I was like, okay, maybe one guy gave it to him, like a split decision happens because of the view, because they watch it from the cage, and sometimes the way we are, they cannot see a certain sides of us. So if he tries to punch me and I move away with my head, it looks like he's hitting me, right? It depends on the angle. And I was like, okay, maybe one judge gave it away. I was like, okay, that can happen. But it was all three judges that were against me. And I was like, how the hell is that how the hell is that working? I don't get it because that didn't make sense at all. And the thing was like, I have a lot of fighter friends, and they were watching my fight, and of course they were rooting for me. And maybe they are biased because they all told me, "Yeah, you won that one." So I had to watch it myself. And you also could say that you yourself are biased too. So maybe I was biased too. But the thing is, like, the commentators were saying that I won that one, they were seeing it the same way, and they were not in favor of me or anybody because I'm not friends with them. And also the professional fighters that watched the fight, that were there from for the fight card, were saying the same thing. They said, "Oh, I won that one." They don't know how I lost that one. And how does it feel? It tastes like shit, to be honest, because you work hard, and you. The only thing I want is a fair judgment. I don't care. I don't need to get a win for free. I don't need to get that. I work for that shit. But the thing is, like, if you work really hard and then you get robbed, like, this is, yeah, it hurts. It pisses you off because this is like the second time in my career that I get robbed. The first time was even worse than this one, but this one also is like pretty bad because usually if you are the champ and it is close, you're gonna win it because the contender has to do more than the champ. But I was doing more than him, so I don't know how I lost that one. That's like mind baffling for me.
So have you brought up a rematch? Apparently, I think I messaged you on Instagram. You said he wasn't ready to turn around during your time frame. Is there any communication between him? Because he was very happy with his win. I think that Levels Fight League, the fight to make, everybody was kind of talking about you eventually fighting Shah Kamali. I think that was a big fight.
Yeah.
What would a potential matchup with Shah look like, and would you still be interested in going back to Levels Fight League?
At the moment, I'm not sure about that because I'm looking for fighting in RS because I had a fight before in RS. And before the title fight, I had a fight in RS, and it was said that if I won this one, because he was a potential contender, I will get a title fight in the RS Fight League. But because I got the laws in LFL, they canceled that one because you cannot fight for the title if you lose. So yeah, I think at the moment I focus on RS because I think they have a little bit bigger potential to get me to where I want to go. And yeah, but I'm 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 okay fighting in LFL again because they're actually, besides the judging there, it was pretty good before. They always treated me nice and everything, so I'm okay with them. And yeah, he probably, yeah, maybe he starts now or maybe in a month because I fucked him up pretty bad. I fucked his leg up and I fucked his face too. I fucked his head up too.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
First, I gave him a cut and I hit him a lot on the head, so he has to take some breaks because of it. So yeah.
And you are from Sweden, but also see people. I see whenever I go into Levels Fight League, I see people saying, "Oh, Moreno Kacapor," with a bunch of Polish flags too. Are you Polish and
I don't
Swedish?
know. I'm from Switzerland, bro,
Oh,
not Poland.
Switzerland,
I'm
Swiss.
not Sweden. Is that the same? But
I see.
it looks a little bit similar. It's red and white.
Oh, all right. Maybe I'm just sleep deprived. I don't know what it is. But also, how did you so is English your second language? Is how did you learn English? Was that just in school? Was it to communicate better? Because I noticed Levels Fight League is a European promotion, but they have a lot of English speakers.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I learned English from watching series, listening music. I learned a little bit in school, but not that much. I learned mostly myself.
So is the game plan now just kind of like, stay in Aries for a while and I mean I like Aries, but the heavyweight division, it's Groguet and Prince Anuala. And other than that, they don't have too many regulars. Is the kind of plan there to get the Aries title shot and take it from there?
Yeah. the goal is to take the our title shot, maybe defend it one time. It depends. I have to see. I have a potential fight coming up in March, but I'm not 100% sure. I didn't sign anything yet, but that's what was told to me that they tried to book me in March. I tried to fight before. I even did a Instagram post to get some uproar that they go to the RS channel to the event from February and post my name there. And it's like 70 times that they post my name there that they want to see me fight there. So I was like, maybe that's going to help, but unfortunately it didn't. So yeah.
So I thought there was a injury for that fight. Or did your opponent get injured, or were you suffering an injury for your fight for Aries?
No, the thing was like, I was supposed to fight for the interim title because the
Yep.
champion there is making some problems because he's saying like, oh, they're not paying me enough and everything. And I was like, first I was like, I don't want to fight the interim. Why should I fight the interim title if the champ is there?
The
He's
champion is
I
Prince Anuwala, right?
no, he's oh, I have to see his name. Give me a second. Bullocks is his name.
Oh, Bullock. Oh, so Prince Anuwala is the interim champ then?
No,
Oh,
I
that's
don't know.
Hexagon. Oh, my bad. Jesus
That's the one.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta go back to
All good, all
I
good.
gotta go back to sleep. Yeah, so you're looking for a fight with Bullocks then. Okay, and he's
Yeah.
causing problems. Can you open up about that? That's interesting. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, I just heard that he's like he's telling the people, yeah, I'm not gonna fight and because they're not paying me enough and everything. Because I think in his last fight he got I don't know how much he got paid, but not that much, I think. And because of it, because he says I'm a champion now, so you have to pay me more. And they I think they have the resources, but they didn't want to pay him too much, so I don't know what happened there. So they make an interim title fight, so they have a potential champion that they can set on his throne if he's still saying he's not fighting, because usually if you say you don't fight you get uh, taken off the belt, because a champion, even if you're a champion, you have to fight. You cannot say no to the organization.
Yep.
And yeah, that's why they made the interim title fight. I should have fought Xavier Lesu. I fought him before one time. I won against him. It was my, I think my second or first or second pro fight. And yeah, I won against him. Back then I was not in good shape and I still won. He didn't do so much fights until now, but he got better. So I think we both leveled up. It would have been an interesting fight to see. I think he's more of a striker.
Yep.
No, or no, I don't think I know. He's more of a striker. So yeah, it would have been nice to see. But because of my loss, they said they had to cancel it because they already got a lot of complaints by fans and everything, because they said, "Oh, he just lost. How can you let them fight there for the title and everything?" And then the organization said, "Okay, yeah, I'm sorry, we have to step back, step you back from the title fight. It's okay. It is what it is. Part of the game, right? If you
Yeah.
lose, you cannot fight for the title. Even though I didn't lose in that organization, but it is what it is."
Yeah, I know. It probably sucks actually because Mario Pinto became heavyweight champion of Levels Fight League, and he got the called the Dana White's Contender Series. So I was
Yeah,
assuming with the win, you could probably get that call too. So it was extra. It was definitely extra shitty because I really I'm not a fan of that style where you stall up against the fence and you don't do anything because
yeah,
ultimately yes you have to manage risk, but you are supposed to fight. It is a fight.
yeah,
No, you can't just hold someone against the cage and get a win like that. So that it was disappointing to see. But Aries is a great promotion. That's the French promotion.
yeah,
Um, that's a great promotion too. So and there's a lot of people coming up like Buafia is very interesting, but I think he's light heavyweight right now. But he shifts
Well,
his weight classes too.
okay.
There's a lot of great talent at Aries. So, that's probably a great organization to be in. It's probably a little bit bigger than Levels Fight League because isn't Aries on Fight Pass?
Yeah, they're on UFC Fight Pass. They are a little bit bigger too. They sell out some big arenas too. So yeah, they are bigger at the moment for sure.
And my last question, because I just found this interesting. You have a very, like unique fighter name, the Kung Fu Panda. Where does that come from?
Oh, because I like to eat. I like to
Nice.
eat. I have like if you look at my physique, I'm a little bit fluffy. I'm not ripped. So and I hate to do stairs in training. That's the worst thing to do. So yeah, that's like the Kung Fu Panda main thing. He loves food, he hates stairs, and he can fight. So that's everything I can do.
All right. And before I end this, do you have any cryptocurrency or any Instagram or whatever that you want to plug before we end this interview?
Just if you want to go to my Instagram, it's MMGK92. That's all. And see there, I post some fights. I post friends too, fighters. Always some interesting stuff. Maybe they're from they fight outside of Switzerland, but a lot of them fight in Switzerland. And if you're in Switzerland, contact me. You can always come to train with me. So always cool.
All right, thank you for having me on, guys. This has been Moreno Kacapor. Thank you for the interview, bud. Have a good one in your next fight.